Good morning, Gogglefrogs. How are you?
Morning.
This is Angela and Robert for your Saturday morning special.
Yay!
Oh, and we're together. Can you believe it? And I've remembered to put my lippy on as well. So we're all ready. We've got our cuppers. We've got our branded matching cuppers. Whee! Cheers. And we're all ready for an hour of who knows what. Yes. Who knows what we're going to talk about? Because we've just had a little idea. Gone to try and find a ball of wool. And who knows where it is. There's so many different boxes. So anyway, hopefully you've had a lovely, lovely, lovely week. I think we have. We're a little bit tired. It's getting to the weekend, but that's what weekends are for, isn't it? A little bit of time to recharge your batteries. So hopefully you've had a really good week. The sun is shining, and what more could you want? So how's your week been?
It's been all right, actually.
Yeah.
I've got so much knitting done. I can't believe it.
Oh wow!
I know, it's incredible. I just don't know how I found the time, but I have. I've got so much done.
Oh, brilliant! Well, I'm glad somebody's got lots of knitting done. I don't think I've got much done at all. And I was looking for a project, couldn't find it. Turned up at Robert's, found it. It was in the back seat. I'd taken it with me, just thinking if I need to do some knitting at any point this week. So anyway, that's it. We are on episode 321. No, it's not episode 321. It's 3, 2, 1. Does anyone remember that show? Do you?
Just
3, 2, 1. Yeah, that's it. Sorry, got it right then. So anyway, yeah, this is episode 321. If you didn't name the show that was on, and what nobody wanted to go home with at the end of it.
It was called 321.
Was it?
It was, yeah.
Oh, with Ted Rogers. It's me thinking it was called Dusty Bin. Okay.
No, that's what they went home with.
So anyway, just like those cryptic messages, never mind. So does anyone remember 3, 2, 1? So yeah, shall we say, are we going to go through rules or hellos? Or
we'll just cover it anyway. So if this is your first time joining us, hi and welcome. Do drop into the chat box and let us know where you are. The chat box will be on the right-hand side of your screen if you're on a desktop or a laptop. If you're on a mobile phone or a tablet, you might have to swipe right to go into the chat box and then left to come back to us. For the purposes of the replay that's sent out in about 45 minutes after we finish the show, hello replay, we read out the chat box, and also for YouTube. So hello everybody on YouTube at whatever point in the future you are watching this. And I have to say, I'm so impressed with myself. You know, after I had that massive backlog of putting episodes on YouTube, I don't know how, but psychically I must have learned a lesson, because within 2 days now every episode is on YouTube.
Oh my word, you're doing so well. Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant.
Maybe it's just because I've got an abundance of free time now. I'm not spending 2 hours in the car every day.
Yay! Yay!
Or doing stupid late nights. That's it, folks. We'll say good morning to everybody. It looks like we are a small crowd this morning. But it is only 3 minutes past, so people might drop in and out. We've come to expect that. So we start with Safi. Good morning, Safi.
Morning.
Then we have Laura. Good morning, Laura.
Morning.
We have Judy. Good morning, Judy.
Good morning.
We have Joe. Good morning, Joe.
Morning.
Slight pause while I slide up the screen. We have Georgie. Good morning, Georgie.
Morning.
We have Deborah. Good morning, Deborah.
Morning.
We have Brigitte. Good morning, Brigitte.
Good morning.
And then got in there at the last millisecond. Good morning, Amber.
Morning.
Hope you're safe and well,
all of you. Princess Curtain Crusher.
And Princess Curtain Crusher.
And every other four-legged friend that we have, or swimming, or you know what I mean. So we're all pet lovers, aren't we? So we have lots of pets around.
And mine's outside in the corridor. You didn't see him when he came.
Oh, I didn't see Bexy Boo.
No.
Oh, mine when I left was sunbathing at the bottom of the garden. It's just like, sun's out, I'm off.
Yeah, well, he's been sunbathing most of the morning. He's been behind the curtain, and then when I drew the curtains, he just sort of found the hottest place in the living room, and then he must have got too hot because he'd come upstairs now.
Oh, bless him. Oh.
So we'll do chat. We start with Laura, who says happy Saturday all.
Happy Saturday. I like that little phrase. I do. Happy Saturday.
Yeah, we have there's a band called the Happy Saturdays, isn't there?
Happy Mondays.
Okay.
But they probably thought it was Saturday every day because with the copious amounts of I don't know what
narcotics.
they ingested.
Brigitte says, morning peeps 321. Sounds like a countdown. It does indeed. Georgie says, morning lovely people. Judy says, morning everybody. Joe says, morning everyone. Deborah says, morning all. Safi says, good morning. Amber says, good morning everybody. Princess Curtain Crusher says, hello. And then Safi says, it's the Saturdays and the Happy Mondays.
Thank you very much.
And Brigitte says she's on her phone because the laptop is acting up again.
Oh.
So
don't worry, it happens to us as well. When we, like the number of times I've sat there, not been able to talk because I've pressed a button. There's all these quirky little things that happen with laptops. Thank you very much for a nice cup of tea, Robert.
That's all right. You're
That's
welcome.
really, really nice.
I might have to go and get another one while we play the music, though, because mine's almost empty.
Oh, okay. I won't say no to another copper either. But yeah, you're going to have to show. Oh, that looks beautiful.
It's getting very long now.
Doctor Who.
Yeah, kind of, I guess.
Yeah.
So it's yeah, that's without wrapping it around.
Yeah.
So
that's looking lovely.
I'm not very keen on the colour that I'm on.
I love that colour.
It's washed out.
It's brown.
That's not brown. That's a washed out lilac, isn't it?
I thought it was brown.
There we go, folks.
Yeah, I love
it looks more grey on the
beige.
screen, but there is a bit of purple in there.
Yeah, never mind. We all see colour differently, don't we? It
We
is
do.
so strange how, like, some people are colour blind, as they term it, but like, just we do not see things the same colour-wise.
I think it's a greyed purple to go into the lilac.
Yeah, it's one of those tones that you put in there. Do you know, just to link the colours, to go from a blue to a lilac, that's the probably bridging colour.
I'm definitely going to stop when I get back to the peach, though.
Yeah?
Yeah, I'll stop at the end of the lilac.
Okay.
Because otherwise I think it might be too peachy, given that there's all of that that's peach.
Yeah.
So.
But it is lovely. And which wool was that again?
This is Sirdar Colour Wheel.
Ooh. Have we got that?
No.
No, I was sorry.
No,
I was only asking, thinking.
This is mine.
I is this something else I'm not aware of? So no, that's lovely. I really like the colours because they're so vibrant, and it is a real instant colour change, isn't it? It's not like blends.
No.
So it's lovely. Really, really nice. I think that would have looked lovely. You know, on that you know, the ones that we did in the Style Craft, those big shawls that had, I did it in Meadow, and I can't remember what it was. It was a cake.
Oh, Batik Swirl.
Batik Swirl, and they had definite colour changes as well, which is...
Ooh, yeah. So I've got a few of those.
Have you?
I have.
And again, it's just because we get so used to blends, don't we? And transitioning colours, and when it just pops and changes in an instant.
Yeah.
Yeah, because Robert has got, I believe, the biggest stock of Batik Swirl, because it was lovely, wasn't it? They still make it?
Yes, they do. I don't have that many Batik Swirl.
Do you not? Because you're the only reason why I bought it.
I had more colour wheel than Batik Swirl.
Oh, did you?
Yeah. I think I've got 2 colour wheel left.
Yeah.
And I think I may only have 2 Batik Swirls.
Oh,
maybe
really?
3.
Ah.
Yeah. So I didn't have that many. But I do have lots of other cakes, though.
He's just the cake king.
Yes.
Yeah, but lovely, lovely colours. So if you're looking for something with really good blocks, those are 2 really good examples. 2 really good
and I really
examples.
like the pattern on it as well. It's very I don't know how, yeah, that's, you can see it really well there.
I think that would be beautiful. That pattern in like a knee blanket or something to go on your bed, because you could do that in really quite chunky wools if you wanted to. But I just think that that pattern's lovely. It really, and it really comes out, doesn't it, on a plain colour? Because I know there's colour changes there, but it is on a plain colour, and it really is effective. So lovely. Lots of ideas.
I think you, in a variegated, you'd lose
the
pattern, wouldn't you?
It wouldn't work in a variegated. No.
Right, should we have some music?
Yeah, I have no idea what you've got for us today.
Okay, so I don't know how I managed to do this, but quite often music is appropriate to the day. So I'm just going to put it on and say, enjoy.
Well, I think that was a perfect choice, don't you? Are you okay?
I've just broken something in the kitchen. I won't be long.
That's all right. Sorry, it's just been something's just broken in the kitchen, so Robert's cleaned that up. So anyway, I hope he's all right. I think he is. So anyway, I do hope you enjoyed that. Yes, everybody was saying straight away how beautiful it is. Like Brigitte, oh, that's beautiful. Deborah, beautiful choice. Robert, Amber, oh, I love this piece. Brigitte saying, Amber, so do I. And Georgie, that was lovely and soothing, and it certainly was. But where was it? Does anyone know whereabouts that was? I know that there are just some amazing places where they have concerts. Certainly in Europe, I don't think we really do this in our city or town squares, do we? I think we do in some places like Waddesdon Manor. They will have a band on there, but I think everybody is aware of Andre Rieu, who in his hometown of Antwerp, it just becomes the most amazing place where there's all the tables and, you know, everything, and the chairs. And that looked beautiful as well. So if anyone knows whereabouts it was, please let us know. I don't know where it was, but it looked amazing. But yeah, so what a lovely Saturday morning. And just towards the end of that piece, I heard something like a glass, and I thought, oops, I won't run out. So Robert's just sorting that. So hopefully it's okay and it's nothing too bad that is dropped. So anyway, I've just finished another row of this, and I know this is one of those projects that I pick up every so often. This is what I found in the back of the car. So it's a is this Knit Night? It is Knit Night, isn't it? This is a Knit Night pattern. I think everybody's got Knit Night patterns. And I picked it up and thought, do you know what? I'm gonna do a little bit more. And it's such a great thing that you can do. Just pick up if you're on the train, if you're visiting people. It's a great pattern. But also, as you're aware, I did my Marple Scarf. So I had the Marple Scarf, which is here. I was using Stash. And I absolutely love this. It's just such an amazing little scarf. And I know, Joe, you've finished yours already. Brigitte is on with one of these as well. I put a free pattern on the Gogglefrogs Craft and Natter, but it's just amazing. Are you okay?
Yeah.
I told them.
Right.
Yeah. Oh, thankfully. I just hope you're not hurt.
What makes it even worse, though, is because I knew I was short on time, I was only getting the bloody ramekin so we could put tea bags in and finish the tea up here. By the time I've cleaned the ramekin mess up, the tea's stewed anyway. There we go, folks. Oh, moral of the day, never try and take a shortcut.
No. It's very true, isn't it? As soon as you try and shorten things, do you know what? It all goes horribly wrong, or can do. So I was just saying about the Marple Scarf that I had the Knit Night Out, which I think was the pattern of like 2021, wasn't it? Everyone started doing these.
And now we're on to those.
And now we're on to Marple Scarves. And as I turned up today, I was just like, So I'm going to do one in Fjord and see what it looks like. And that was what Robert was. Oh, that's nice. He's trying to tempt me. It's beautiful with some riot.
only because I can't get to the field. Anyway, I hope you really enjoyed that music. I thought it was really nice, given that it's such a beautiful day. I've had the back doors open today.
Yeah.
When you got here, you said how warm and sunny this room was. And we've got the window open up here as well.
Yeah.
So yeah.
I didn't even put sandals on today.
Mm.
Yeah.
And Amber's saying, was it the Vienna Philharmonic? It is.
Is it?
Yes.
Because I said, where is it? I didn't know.
Yes, it's the Vienna Philharmonic.
In Vienna.
Who
knows?
Ooh,
But look beautiful.
I don't know. Have a look.
We're going to try and find out for you, because I think that's one of those things that I really want to do. You know, when you go to a concert in the UK, but when I went to, was it Vienna? I think it was when I was in Vienna. You go to all these different Mozart concerts, and they're always in the most beautiful buildings, like mini palaces, etc. So it's just quite amazing that the setting is so good. So I want to go and watch that.
It was a summer night concert, so I think yes, that is in Vienna.
Ooh.
Yeah, because you could. It was outside, wasn't it? It
was
like
outside the Schönbrunn,
and it was you could see through both sides.
Yeah. I've been to Vienna a couple of times. I've been 2 or 3 times. I can't remember.
Sorry,
yeah,
I watched so many
place.
videos. You'd think that I would know what I was talking about, but I watched so many videos deciding what music we're going to have. I forget. They all become a bit of a blur. Anyway.
Oh yeah, like totally get that. Thank you so much. Got another hot cup of tea. Hopefully you've got cups of tea as well.
I have something really special for Wednesday's music.
Have you?
Oh yes.
Oh my word.
Yes. Very, very special.
That'd be good. That'd be good.
So, have we caught up on chat?
I think so. Yeah.
Oh, good.
There was just a piece about your scarf that I didn't read out that said you could cut out that colour.
Oh, I see. Yes.
So you could do a.
Yeah, and I wonder if that's why they made it so long so that you could.
Yeah.
Slim it down if you wanted to.
Yeah, because you might actually find there's another secret colour.
There's not.
Oh, is there not under the peach?
No, there's not under the peach.
Because it's amazing how many times you think there's another layer or there's another colour in there that I didn't see coming.
And that was what surprised me the first time I did a colour wheel, because you couldn't see in the middle. It was so tightly wound. It was a bit like the curiosity cakes. They're so tightly wound, you can't see the last colour. And so I didn't realise that it repeated.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to think, how many colour wheels have I used now? So I've done this one for somebody else. I did a shawl for somebody else. I have used 2 on my shawl. Do you remember the one that I was doing at the start of the first lockdown? So this might be. You
got some.
This might be. This is definitely at least 5. I think it's 6 or 7 that I've used now.
Wow.
I really do like them. They're so easy to knit with.
It's amazing, isn't it? You end up getting some wool that you just absolutely love knitting with, and you love how the colours go. And I do have to say that when I use that, I think the most surprising for me was that Stylecraft one, because, and I've always said it, I am not a great Stylecraft fan.
No, you're not. And
we had this conversation the other day. I don't use it really, and I have bought it, and everything that I've bought is just there. But that Stylecraft, Batik Swirl, just incredible. I did use one of their linen ones as well, which was nice, but I'm just not the greatest fan. So for me to absolutely ooh and ah about it, it is amazing. And we had this conversation that I think my actual go-to that I absolutely love is the Caron. I don't know how you pronounce it, but I really love that wool, which a lot of people don't. But we're all, we all have different choices. And trust me, to like something that comes from America, So it's not as easy to get as Stylecraft is here.
I must just tell you a funny story. So now that I work in Milton Keynes, the Habby department is upstairs next to the restaurant.
Yeah.
And they have this massive display of the machines where you die cut to print onto place vinyl onto objects.
All right.
And you read the name of it and it reads as circuit. So I kept saying, oh, I love those circuit machines. I really want to learn how to use them. And I've always wanted one. And it's been on my birthday list for a few years. It's not actually called circuit. It's called cricket.
Really?
Yeah. Someone said to me the other day, I must just stop you, Robert. It's not called circuit. You keep calling it circuit. It's called cricket.
Oh my God.
I know.
Isn't it weird?
Just thinking about how you were saying with the Caron.
Yeah.
And it is Caron.
Is it?
Yeah.
Because I don't actually know how you pronounce it or anything, but it's just, yeah, I like this stuff. I love the stitch the definition. Oh. Yeah.
Oh. So Sue's joined. Good morning, Sue.
Hello. Lovely
and
to
says,
see you.
good morning, enjoyed the music.
Hello. Lovely to see you.
Safia says she's the opposite. She loves Stylecraft. She's on the errand to make a blanket with it at the moment.
I know. And you know what? When I started knitting again, and I didn't have one of those things called a stash, which has grown so much in about the last 8 years since I've been knitting again. Everybody raved about Stylecraft, and I know our local yarn shop didn't stock it, so I had to go to Hemel Hempstead, and I went in there and I looked for a colour that I like, and I know I got a bottle green, you know, the dark green, which I love. And I got it home and just thought, I just don't like it. I don't like the way how it feels on my fingers, and I know everyone else loves it. It's just me. I've got a slightly different taste, because I know that Dawn does so many amazing blankets in it, and they always look beautiful. I don't know what it is. I struggle when I'm knitting. I get really, really dry hands, and my hands react to certain wools and some acrylics as well. And I think it's just, it reacts with my hands as well. So that's why when I feel a finished garment that someone else has got, it's fine. But when I'm trying to work it, I don't know what. But yeah, the skin sort of comes off me fingers. It's just one of those things. It's just normal for me. Can happen with anything that I touch, so don't worry.
Louise joined. Good morning, Louise. She says,
Hi.
good morning. Just joined briefly for a break in decorating our spare bedroom.
Oh, what colour are you doing?
And then, good morning, Tracy.
Hello.
And she thought that it was circuit as well. Safi says it would be a dull world and make for a boring stash if we all like Stylecraft.
Exactly.
Yes.
Exactly. But even Stylecraft have converted me with that. With the linen, it was linen drape. Linen drape was lovely. I made that jumper out of it that I actually wore yesterday. And that batik swirl, not only I have got one in Meadow, but my little niece has got a matching one as well. Where I just did, because in one, I think in one ball, there's 2 colour changes, aren't there? So I'm sure that you can do that whole thing in one. You do that whole shawl in just one of them.
Yeah.
So I just did half for my little niece, and she absolutely loved it.
You mean there's two repeats in the ball?
2 repeats.
Yeah, sorry, you threw me by saying 2 colour changes. I was thinking, what?
Yeah, yeah. 2 repeats, that's what I mean. Yes, and I just did 1 repeat for hers, and she loves it. So
I think I'm going to ask just ahead of Wednesday what everybody's favourite go-to yarn is.
oh yeah,
For we can talk about that on Wednesday then, can't we?
we can.
Yeah, so let me just pop the question in the group. What's your favourite go-to yarn for a project or just to buy?
This is hard because you have your what I will call the aspirational ones, which is the ones that you've always dreamed of using. And then you have your absolute go-to that you know as soon as you pick that ball up, you're in absolute heaven. So, yeah.
Can I just apologise, folks? Gary has just got up and I had the TV on quite quiet this morning so that he could have a lay-in. And he's just got up, put his computer on, and the volume has just gone whoop, like that. So you might hear the odd thud or something. It's not us, it's his stupid computer game.
It's a sound bar booming out.
Yeah. You can feel that through the floor, can't you? Yeah.
It's like a little mini, what do you call them? Earthquake. Vroom, vroom. Yeah, I can just feel it in my feet. It's quite amusing, really, because we're quite old school. Robert must come round to our house and think, really, I had, what was that thing, that stick thing, that fire stick?
Yeah,
I had that for nearly a year. I did not know how to set it up. It's just like, it says you just stick it in the side. I went, huh? So anyway, we have got that in, but it's got a bit bent now, so it's sellotaped.
Oh my god.
Yeah, so I need to buy another one, I think. No? No, well, actually, when we've decided that when we get the extension done, we're having that Sky television.
Oh no, don't do that.
No?
No, get a new television and get a better Sky, but don't do that.
Oh.
No.
Oh, sorry. Well, you mentioned it.
Yeah, it's not good.
Oh, is it not? Right,
No.
okay. As with all these things, new thing comes out. I just thought, oh, great. No wires, no dish, no nothing. Brilliant. So, hey-ho, I'm gonna end up with my sellotape for longer, aren't I? I will get a new one eventually, but I just think that with all of these things, it's it takes me ages to change stuff. Never mind. Yeah.
Welcome back, Brigitte.
Hello.
She's finally on her laptop.
That's brilliant. Well done. And I'm on this. So hopefully, you know what happens. I mentioned, I think this will be a really good idea. And Robert says you're not having any more yarn. So hopefully I might get my hands on a little bit of Etna today.
Maybe.
A ball.
Maybe.
A ball.
I think it's in that one.
We'll see. We'll see if I do. Because as somebody mentioned the other day, oh, I wonder what the Marple Scarf would be like in that. I just think because it's so light in colour, it's going to be lovely as we go into spring. And certainly in spring, when it gets later in the day, it can be quite cool. And I just think that little Marple Scarf will be so good. So I want to try and get one done. It's going to be a lot thinner than that because this is worsted weight.
It's almost an Aran, isn't it?
Yeah. So, or it may be Aran. So I'm going to have to do a lot more rows, a lot more increases, but I still think it'll look lovely. So we'll have a go. You know, with all of these things, they either go beautifully or horribly. So we'll see how it goes. Oh dear. I'm not going to talk to Robert because he's doing something. Oh, Louise, so you've nearly finished your Marple Scarf and love the pattern. It is a lovely little pattern, isn't it? And the fact that when you do the two, like these two bits here, where you just split it, put it on two little needles, and then you end up with the hole that you stick the stuff through. It just keeps it interesting enough. And I think when you look at that, it's really quite cumbersome. But when you actually put it on, it's beautiful. It really is. So if you do give this as a gift, I think you do have to put it in a little box for people who don't know what it is. Put it in a little box so that it can actually see it like that, because that's where it looks really, really pretty. Yeah, I was just thinking you could do that as a headscarf as well, couldn't you? Not quite as big, but
oh, I know what you mean, like a like a 50s type. Yeah,
like it was
where that's at the back.
Yeah, but there must be a way to sort of do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like that.
He's turned into he's now turned into Guns N' Roses.
I like that. I really like that.
It's fab, isn't it?
Oh my god! Who just thought it? I don't know what the back really looks like.
Well, it's got a hole in the back, but never mind. You could do something. You could easily just sew that up.
Yeah.
Yeah, you could.
Oh wow!
I'd best make another one.
Oh, someone's calling me a pirate.
Oh, yeah, but I was just looking, thinking, do you know what? It's so pretty.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And actually, now I've got it on my head. If you imagined doing it in field, you'd end up with the striping that way, wouldn't you? But actually, you might want to try and do it
just
that
the other way.
Yeah.
So anyway, we find these.
Oh well, there we go.
So there you go.
Oops.
But if you are gifting it, if you give it to them in a little box or a little packet like that, so they can see the prettiness of it, because I think with a lot of handmade gifts, when you give them to people, they look and they think, that looks a bit bizarre. But then it's sort of, and you just say, oh, you just put it around your neck. It's a beautiful little thing. So yeah, there we go.
Right. So we missed some chat there. So Deborah says she's going to Liverpool on Monday for a hospital appointment. Hope it goes okay.
Yeah, fingers crossed.
But her husband has said they can call into Black Sheep Walls on the way. It's her favourite wall shop, and go if you ever get the chance. We've talked about doing it, haven't we?
Yeah, I one of my careers, I spent a lot of time in Manchester because one of our biggest clients was up there that I looked after. And after a day in a meeting, going back to the office and sorting out stuff, I always went to Black Sheep Walls on my way home. I had to. But yeah, it's so big. I mean, it's in the middle of nowhere land. It is middle of nowhere, isn't it? Off a motorway, you go down all these little roads. And then it's just like this massive, massive, massive great shed. And there is so much room to walk around. They've got a cafe in there. They do workshops. Like, you go into a local yarn shop normally and it's a little shop, whereas this is, it's, you know, like Peck's Farm Shop. Mm-hmm. It's like that, but probably twice as big as that, as the shed bit. So it is lovely. So let us know what you buy from Black Sheep Walls.
Definitely pictures, please.
Yeah.
Georgie says, Robert, you're doing a great impression of Captain Jack Sparrow. Oh, I don't like him, so
I don't know who he is.
Pirates of the Caribbean.
Oh, is that what is it? Johnny Depp?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Deborah says, very fetching, Robert. Brigitte says, Georgie, great minds. And then says, Deborah, I have to take Rod to L&D for an appointment on Monday too. Oh, I hope he's okay.
Yeah, I hope everything goes okay with everybody.
Right. I'm just going to look at Facebook. I've caused some controversy on Facebook this morning.
Have you?
I have, yeah.
Oh, I saw a post. I didn't have a clue what this was, but I don't actually watch the news very much. So.
Okay, so let's have a quick look. So, Brigitte says, couldn't resist and had to knit one. Miss Marple Scarf for my best friend's birthday in Germany. It's Caron Simply Soft from my Mooty stash. It's a rich burgundy, but does not photograph well. That looks lovely.
Stunning.
Really, really well done.
And it's not shiny, is it, Caron? It really isn't shiny, but there is just this luster about it that makes the stitch definition totally pop. Amazing.
I don't know why that. No, I know why that's. It's because I'm not in the frogs page. Come on, Facebook. Sorry, folks.
It's all right. It could have been something rather interesting.
No, we've done that before. Let's not do that again. And now Facebook has decided it doesn't want to play ball.
Oh. It will do eventually. It's going to play ball.
Come on.
Yeah.
There we go.
Oh.
Right. Let's try that again, shall we?
Right, here we go.
Okay, so my question this morning was, are there more doors or wheels in the world? Now, I only saw this on TikTok this morning, but apparently it's been going around for a couple of days. So we're just going to leave that there and we'll read out the answers on Wednesday, I think, because some of the answers are quite hilarious. And I've literally been trying to count in my head the number of doors I have in my house, and then I keep forgetting some, and then the number of wheels that we have in the house, and then I keep forgetting some. Because as an example, there is a wheel behind you, but does that count as a wheel?
Yeah.
Or not? And then I've got all the Lego cars.
Oh my God.
Which have wheels in them. And our cars have wheels and spare wheels.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I can't work it out. But yeah, it's an interesting question. So we'll come back to that one, I think. We'll give some people a chance to answer.
Oh, what joy.
So there's Brigitte's post that we've just done.
Yeah.
Linda is on another fabulous retreat. Good morning, Linda. And she's currently having breakfast in bed before going downstairs for a mahoosive breakfast. She's now cast on with her Sheringham purchase, which is Hayfield Spirit. Oh, look at that.
That is beautiful.
Now, I bought this because I've got some in my stash and it looks lovely.
Really?
I don't know what to do with it. So... So I think we'll wait and see what she's done with the finished article and then do it and then see. We saw that one. Have we seen that one? We saw that one on Wednesday, didn't we?
Cute, though.
Yeah, Baby Yoda.
So mega cute.
Ellen's posted that. I think we did that on Wednesday.
Did we?
We definitely did that on Wednesday.
We did, because I got rather engrossed in it. And we did that
one. Oh.
Yeah. So I don't think we've got anything in to show. So never mind.
There were 2 events in there. So just a reminder, it's birthday party on Wednesday with a cake theme. And then it's save the day for the 7th of May. And we will talk about that on Wednesday as well. So
yeah.
George is suggesting a flippy edge shawl with my Hayfield.
Oh.
That would be very warm though, wouldn't it?
Well, it would, but
I suppose it'd be the same as your shawl that I made, wouldn't it?
Yeah. But actually, when you the flippy edge shawl, you use larger needles, so it's not quite as tight.
Okay.
So it can flow, and like with that batik swirl one that I did, it's quite flowing. So if it is quite warm, it's easy to take it off, and actually sometimes you just fan yourself with it. So yeah. But
I could do size 5s, couldn't I, instead of 4s?
Yeah.
Wouldn't go to a 6. I think that would make it too loose.
Yeah. Because that's all this pattern is, isn't it? When you do lace designs using a very, very fine yarn on 4 or 5 mil needles, and that's what gives you the drape and the holes and the patterns and everything. So yeah. But flippy edge shawl, I know I had great intentions with the flippy edge shawl. I even got, and they're here in my handbag, a selection of different needles, circulars, but I haven't actually done anything. I did actually put 3 in. I'm sure I put 3 different ones in. Yes, I did. Here they are. So I've got a 4.5, which are the cubics. Got a 5.5, a 5, and a 5.5. And I didn't quite know which one I should use for the flippy edge. But then I got here and I'd forgotten the wool.
Are you doing it in the juniper?
I was thinking of it, yeah.
I think probably the 4.5.
Yeah. So I thought, do you know what? I'll leave it. The thinly dappled is best on 4 mil needles.
Yeah, so she's suggesting 4.5s.
Yeah. Right. Okay. Thank you. Right, let me get back to this. I'm sure I could have, after having a look at this, I'm sure I could have done these on what you call them, slightly bigger needles. And the one thing I love about this pattern is the fact that I can do continental knitting, because I can not continental knit, but I can't continental purl. And you have a different tension, I think, with knitting and purling. Between continental and standard on long needles. But now, because it's just knit, I can do a little bit of continental. My tension will go slightly weird, but it doesn't matter. This is a scarf that just drapes around the neck anyway. And then I will be getting on to doing something else, trying to one of those marple scarves. But you did that marple very, very quickly, Brigitte, and Jo as well, because you've done one, haven't you, which looked amazing. So yeah, I'm going to have a go in Fjord and see what it looks like. But because it's increasing up both sides, you're not going to get the normal pattern. So like when I did it on the bias, it's going to have more of a splodge effect than a defined pattern effect, and that's just how it's going to go. So I just want to have a go because I so love the colours of Fjord. I really do. And I know it's seen as a winter item in most of the things that we would make, but it just feels like a beautiful cotton, doesn't it? Really silky, lovely cotton. So I think it's going to be really lovely in spring and also in into summer as well, because it's not always warm in summer in the evening, is it? Sometimes we do need like a shawl or a cardigan or something just to put on.
So folks, what are you up to for the rest of the weekend? What are you doing this weekend?
Well, when I arrived here this morning, I was so tired. All I was thinking of was going back to bed. And I may actually have a couple of hours in bed. Or we may go to Radlett. I'm not too sure. Tomorrow, we're going to see my dad. So on the road early-ish tomorrow, go and see him and come back home. So, yeah. And then Monday, I've got to take Alan's car. The two of us got to drive there to take one of the cars for the MOT. Right. So it's one of those, you know, when you have to leave a car somewhere random. Yeah. Yeah. So we've just got to do that on Monday. But yeah, so I've got a few like relaxing days, thankfully. Yeah. What are you doing?
I don't actually know. We were supposed to be going to see a taping of Beat the Chasers today.
A what?
A taping of Beat the Chasers.
What's Beat the Chasers?
So you know The Chase on ITV with Bradley Walsh?
Yeah.
They have a show now called Beat the Chasers where you face a member of the public faces all six of the chasers together and can win loads and loads of money.
All right.
So we were supposed to go into a taping of that. And I purposely picked today because I knew it was the only day we could go together.
Yeah.
And it got cancelled.
Oh, no.
Yeah. So, and I wanted to go and we always go and see something that's made by SRO, who are a production company, because then we can get priority tickets to Graham Norton. And when you go and see Graham Norton, that's hilarious.
Right.
So, Beat the Chasers is an SRO production, and unfortunately, the rescheduled dates neither of us can make.
Oh.
So we have a free weekend now. I think we might venture to the cinema. I think I might have to drag Gary out to buy some new clothes for when we go on holiday.
Yeah.
Mostly because I told him I want to go out for dinner for our anniversary, which means he has to wear a shirt. And Gary doesn't like wearing shirts, so doesn't possess very many.
Oh.
But other than that, I think I might just relax and enjoy the weekend.
Oh, that would be nice. Wow.
We've got some Star Trek to catch up on.
Star Trek to catch up on?
Yeah, so Star Trek Discovery and Picard both have new episodes released on a Friday. Gary was too tired to watch them last night, so we got to watch them over the weekend.
My word. I didn't even know it was still going.
Oh, yeah.
I thought it stopped with Shatner. You know, when he left, I didn't see anything on television after that. How much do I not know about? Is it Star Trek? Did you say?
Yeah.
Star Trek. Wow.
So Tracy says, love Beat the Chasers. Deborah says she's taking her eldest granddaughter to York. We're going on a bus tour around York, having lunch and doing a bit of shopping. Oh, very nice.
Wow.
And Safi says she's at an Airbnb in Todmorden.
Todmorden.
Todmorden. Oh, okay.
Sorry.
I put an R in there, didn't I? Todmorden, as part of her 50th birthday present. Oh, wow.
Wow.
The kids thought I deserved a whole weekend to myself. Oh, lovely.
Oh, my God.
Are there any wall shops there, Safi? And if there are, take pictures, buy something and show us what you bought.
Yeah. And if not, just take some of your favourite stuff and envelop yourself in beautiful skeins or balls.
Yes.
Yes. And happy birthday. How did we miss that?
I don't know how we missed it.
Yeah, how did we miss that?
No, we didn't. I think it was a while ago.
Was it? Right.
I think so.
I'm sorry about that. If we did miss it, happy birthday to you. I
don't think we did. I'm sure we did do a happy birthday.
And I'm just, the reason why I'm looking at my phone is to let you know what I'm going to finish this weekend. It's quite amusing that when I have breaks at work, I sit in my car, and a lot of the time I will stick something on Netflix or Author. And this one day I put this on. I thought, okay, let's have a look. Well, apparently my face was an absolute picture, because in the first 15 minutes I'd gone about twice, and it's called Pieces of Her. Have you watched it yet on Netflix?
Oh, I think I have.
Have you? About a mother and daughter, and they're in a cafe restaurant at the beginning in the first 15 minutes. If it isn't ringing any, no.
No.
But anyway, it's now I've got in to about episode 5. It's like, okay, come on, just end it, because it's not as gripping as it was in that first episode, but it's still quite a good watch. So I'm watching that at the moment, which should be.
I've seen the trailer. I haven't actually watched it yet.
Yeah, the first episode, you are. Yeah. So.
I tell you what I am into at the moment is I watched Stay Close, which is a Harlan Coben.
Oh.
And that was really good and had a very unexpected twist at the end. And then because I'd watched that, it recommended that I then watch The Stranger, which he also wrote and Netflix have made. And they did that a few years ago. But I'm into episode 3. And I can see, you know how people like John Grisham, when they write a book, it's very samey. Or Ben, who's the comedy writer? Ben somebody or other. They're also samey. It's very much like that. And I can see duplicates in the storyline.
Right. I don't know if I've actually seen
The Stranger. I'd recommend The Stranger. It's got James Nesbitt in it and Joe Joyner.
I think I have seen it. Yes, I have seen it some time ago. Yes.
And
what was the other one you said?
It's based in Blackpool. Because we went to Blackpool last year, I was looking at it and all the beach scenes, and I was like, "Oh yeah, we went there. There. I saw that, and I saw that." And then I'm currently watching The Stranger.
Yeah. What was the other one that you talked about?
Stay Close.
Stay Close.
That's the one set in Blackpool.
I don't think I have actually seen that, but it's on my list.
I would highly recommend it.
So I don't know what his name is, but the guy out of
James Nesbitt.
James
Cold
Nesbitt.
Feet.
That's it. Yeah, he's very, very good. Very good. So it's already in my to watch list. But what is it about? You decide that, I need another knitting partner. And it's when you want to sit down for the next couple of hours and just watch something nice. So you open Netflix on your phone or your laptop or whatever, do you actually go to what you've spent hours and hours putting in your list? No, because you're presented with umpteen more new things. So there are things in my to watch list that I look at them like I have no idea what they are, but at some point I've put them in there. But you just get lost on Netflix, don't you?
You do, yeah.
And when I first got it, I couldn't understand because I couldn't find anything. And I don't think it's the easiest thing to find stuff on, but you've just got to wait for the recommendation emails coming out, and then it's just like, yes, 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 no, yes, 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 yes. So I've got loads in there. Absolutely tons to watch. Oh my God, we've only got 5 minutes left.
Safi says we didn't miss her birthday. It was January, and they just booked it for when it's warmer. We've got a lovely weekend. Amber says, happy birthday, Safi. Thank you, everyone, for a wonderful start to the weekend. Happy crafting. Yay. You're welcome, Amber. Laura says, happy belated birthday, Safi. Safi says she enjoyed The Stranger, but hasn't seen the other, so hasn't seen Stay Close. Tracy says The Stranger was brilliant. Stick with it. Thank you. And Safi says, thank you, Amber and Laura. It's been lovely.
And I think The Stranger, if it's the one, there's a rather, yeah.
It's got Richard Armitage in it and Jennifer Saunders.
Oh, I don't know. I think I have seen it. Yeah, but very good. As with all these things, there's some amazing things, but I haven't watched The Holiday yet. I know that was on the television. Was it last weekend it was on? And anyway, when I spoke to my auntie, she says, have you watched The Holiday yet? I went, no. She says, I've now watched episode 1 3 times. I still can't really work out what's going on in it. So I don't know. So I may give it a go. So let us know if it's okay. Yeah, but I'll be watching the rest of that. Pieces of Her, which is quite interesting.
It's got Toni Collette in it, hasn't it?
Pass. Has it?
Yes. She was in the wedding film about Muriel. I can't remember what it's called now. Somebody tell me what it was called.
Bridesmaids?
No, that's American. This was Australian.
Oh, I don't know. Muriel's Wedding.
That's it. Thank you. That was brilliant.
Yeah.
That's such a funny film. That's that's the first thing I remember her being in.
Oh, right.
And then she just randomly pops up. She was also in About a Boy with Hugh Grant.
Right, okay, I don't think I've seen that one. But it's really interesting. I'm sort of in it now thinking this should have been 3 episodes long, I think. 3 to 4 episodes long. It's been like extended a little bit, but I still want to know what happens in the end, because it's like everything. It's never the ending that you expect, is it? You think you've got it, and that's why I like a lot of Harlan Coben, because at the end there's a real twist. Not with all of them, but yeah. So I am going to stick with it and see what happens. But yeah, it's quite interesting.
And that's what I really love about when Netflix and Amazon decide to adapt things, because they look at it and they add sub storylines into it to then make sequels. And something that I think the BBC have done that with is Adam Kay's This Is Going to Hurt. If you haven't watched This Is Going to Hurt, binge watch it, because that's what we did. So funny, really, really funny. And I think they'll make a second series from it. But when you read the book is, because it's autobiographical, it's very clear that because it's about somebody's actual doctor's career as a doctor. Yeah, from the book you wouldn't think you could get a second series out of it, but you watch a TV program and you can definitely get a second series from it.
Oh, right.
So, right. I think it's time to wrap up. Lots of people saying goodbye already. Let's catch up on. Deborah says, thanks, Robert and Angela. Have a good weekend all. Laura says, have a great weekend, everyone. See you for the second birthday celebration on Wednesday. Brigitte says, thank you for a lovely hour. Have a good weekend. Safi says, I find a lot of Netflix stuff is quite American, even though the actors and locations are British.
Yeah, that tweeness where the good guys always win in the end, and we know that isn't the case. So that's why I love this Scandi noir, because the good guys actually normally lose. It's quite a few of those. So yeah, I totally get that, Safi. But that is American, that one that I'm watching.
And Louise says she's seen Adam K live and he was so funny.
Oh, right, okay.
Yeah, so he was a doctor and he's now a comedian.
Yeah, I have heard about him, but I haven't seen it.
I think you'd love it.
Yeah,
I really do.
I might have to have a look at that. So,
right, folks, so we are at 11 o'clock. So we're going to love you and leave you because we've got lots of stuff to talk about for Wednesday and beyond. So whatever you're up to, have a lovely weekend. And we'll see you at 8 o'clock on Wednesday for our second birthday.
Yeah, and bring your cakes, whether that's a yarn cake or an eating cake or both. Just don't get them mixed up. Do not try and knit with the eating cake.
Have a good weekend.
Bye.
Bye.